Previously on Metaphor ReFantazio.
We're going to give all of you a chance to take center stage in a show of power for the whole kingdom.
And this year's American Idol. Fucking Ryan Seacrest comes out. Paula Abdul, Randy Jackson, Simon Cowell, everybody's here. They're all gonna vote for you. We just need you to come up here and sing us a Gwen Stefani song. And now back to Shin Megami Hacker Persona Overlord. Full body HD remaster. Hello! This is NicoB. Back with some more Metaphor ReFantazio. When we last left off, with Zorba freaking demon dead, it's time for us to spend our days dicking around, helping Brigitte with her silly dog, Stroll help his old servants, and Hulkenberg, I don't know, talk shit to this dickhead. What the fuck, this guy? Before you know it, the time has come, and Ford announces that the Tournament of the Throne is open to the public. That means anybody can become king, even you! You! Me? Yes, you! Oh, cool. I don't really want to be king. Well, you can be, but I don't want to. But you can! Yeah, but I get it, but you could! And so we decide that the best way to get close to Luis, seeing as we can't actually kill him, is by entering the tournament ourselves, with our old pal Bizzle running to be king, though in secretly representing the prince, in hopes that they might be able to get up close to him and find out about the curse so that they can undo it by other means instead of killing him. It's just interesting plan, and it was something that I've been wondering about how they were going to get me to do this in this game. I do still wonder if people would be down with that, you know, if like the power switched like that. Hell, would giant moon guy in the sky be like upset if I did that? Would that go against your weird rules? He'd be like, no, you still have to vote. You're fucking up my system. But I still think that the way this game is gonna go, I think in the end, I will probably be the one in contention for king. Whether we're gonna be unable to save the prince or the prince will be like, no, they want you instead, you know? I don't know, but I think that's how this is going to go. But with this tournament finally underway, we also now have like our actual like long-reaching goal of this game, right? I feel like this is the moment here where the game truly begins. I feel like everything beforehand has all just kind of been like a really long epic prologue. By the way, not to bring this up again, but in regards to what I said before about Zorba and his objective and like sort of feeling like, well, we didn't really know what he wanted. You guys point out, well, he did say that he wanted to get the Grand Scepter, right? And that's obviously not a good thing. Also, he summoned a bunch of dead guys. So I guess we sort of had an idea of his objective. We just didn't know what he wanted to do with the scepter. But I think in the end, to me, I think that's just the whole thing maybe just comes down to just pacing problems. I think the reason why it even sort of slipped my mind was just like there was so much information that I introduced in that like short series of cutscenes, I just couldn't keep up with it. But you guys make fair points. I mean, it's not like the game was like hiding it from me. I'm really not holding it too much against the game or anything. It's really, I don't want to be that hung up about it, even though I've been bringing it up now like every episode, but I did want to at least respond to you guys and know that it's not like, oh yeah, this part just kind of ruined the whole game for me. It isn't like that. It was just something I felt like, you know, briefly bringing up just because we were at the start of it. To be honest, by the end of the game, I will probably have completely forgotten about it anyway. It's really not that big a deal. But anyway, last episode, Isabella55 said, I hope that by the end of the game, Nico can live out his king days with his husband Stroll while looking after Brigitte's dog, who is chewing on Lord Luis's head. The happy ending we deserve. We deserve. That would actually be pretty amazing if they actually had a canonic gay relationship in here. Like, there isn't a romance thing in this game at all, but what if it's because there's actually a canonic romance in this game that you don't get to pick? You and Stroll are gonna fucking do the dirty, all right? You have no say in it. I would be so down. So down. We all gay as fuck up in this shit, bitch. We'd have the gayest kingly wedding there ever was. Or maybe the only gay king wedding, who knows? And the city would rejoice. That's how I predict this game is going to end, 1,000,000,000%. But Isabella, thank you so much for your absolutely accurate comment that's predicting the ending. And is that reason you are comment of the day? By the way, believe it or not, actually, can I leave here? I think I might be stuck. Yep. Believe it or not, back in that shop where I was like freaking out about the gold beetle behind the counter that I couldn't get to. But then I found a bottle in the back that had mag in it, and I assumed that was probably what you meant. And either I just was not figuring out how to get to the golden beetle or I couldn't get it. Well, you guys confirmed I can't get that beetle now. I will be able to later, but it is theirs. It is a thing. It's not just like, you know, window dressing or just, I don't know, some fucking horrendous design choice to have like a sparkle in the corner that isn't actually obtainable. But there was actually something else in there that I missed. That was not the intended thing that you guys wanted me to get. Fucking serious? What the, god damn it. So I gotta go check that out. But you guys also mentioned, so there are apparently 50 golden beetles in this game. But to get every like important item, because you'll inevitably find the guy you're gonna exchange those for, right? You'll only get like 46, with only a few of them being missable. I think I got the one. Some of you guys thought I think it might not have been shown up in the recording. I don't think I really brought it up because it was technically something I did during the demo playthrough, and then I just didn't really bring it up later. But yeah, there's a golden beetle in the campsite you have with Grius and Stroll. I think I did get that. I think I did. And also there tend to be golden beetles in the dungeons that you go to and the optional ones. I don't know if I found one in the last one I was in. I might have missed it. That might be one I missed. But you can at least go get those if you still need it. But you have to spend a day to get it. So anyway, basically just keep an eye out for them because they are good. But okay, rest up for tomorrow. I think the true gameplay loop of this game is probably all going to be starting tomorrow. I'd imagine if this game had like chapters or whatever, this would likely be like the end of the prologue. At least I'm assuming. What do you think, Stroll? I asked Fabian for a map of Martira. She gave me the one from Greece's personal effects. It covers all the main roads. May found one in town, but a military map always has more details. Yeah. Fabian continues to be our anchor. To pay her back, let's achieve our goals. I'll cook her more things. More!
Now then.
Our preparation seems to be proceeding without issue. Well, apart from one massive overtuned uncertainty. Never mind. Forget my mutterings. Just please do not be surprised, no matter what we're presented with.
It's funny. I like that Stroll and Hulkenberg are both like hiding shit. Basically like underplaying, like Stroll didn't tell Hulkenberg that we're going after a like mastermind super criminal and not just fighting a monster. And Hulkenberg is obviously hiding something, but we don't know what in regards to the carriage that we need. Time to go rest. I haven't seen Maria since I came back from the recruitment center. I wonder if something's wrong. It's probably just big depresso because her dad's dead. Bed is simple and clean. It's the way it's making me feel tonight. It's hard to let it go. Hard to let it go to sleep.
Rest well.
Nighty night.
Can I come in?
It's baby. What's wrong? Can't sleep? Want to read some more?
Want to read some more?
Not today. You're all leaving tomorrow, right? I'll be cheering for you. So I just...
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no. I promised Miss Fabian I wouldn't cry.
It's all right. I won't tell her.
Papa was trying to stop a bad man, you said. And that's what you're all doing too, isn't it?
Yeah, we're gonna kick his ass.
Please come back home safe. I'll be waiting here as long as it takes.
Just like I was waiting for my dad all the time.
It's a promise.
It's a promise.
All right. Promise? The next time I see you again, can you tell me more about the outside world?
It's full of a bunch of shithead monsters. Promising returns. Maria's waiting for us to return and regale her with the tales of strange and distant places we visit. I will get a curative Cody roast.
I never got a chance to say this to Papa. So, thank you. I'll go to bed now.
Captain, may I have a moment?
Captain.
Good night.
I am the captain now. Night, baby. Hulkendoodle.
I was hoping for a chance to speak before we set out. Since our meeting, I've done nothing but impose on you. Now you risk your very life for this cause. 'Tis no easy burden.
I mean, it's fine. We kind of feel like I also roped you into this.
It pains me to see. When I think of how this may yet save His Highness, I lose sight of all else. Such disregard ill becomes me.
Don't worry about us. Putting it mildly. Truly devoted to him.
You truly are devoted to him, aren't you?
I suppose I am at that. A guiding oath of 12 years is not easily cast aside. But that book, we met once before, on a carriage bound for the capital. Do you recall?
Oh, you actually remembered that. I do. Not really. When you got me thrown out, I just want to hear what he said.
I remember your stunt getting me flung in the wastes.
My apologies. I thought only to minimize casualties, one way or another.
Flung my ass into the fucking desert surrounded by level 50 dudes.
So, 'tis a novel envisioning an ideal world. Curious to see a utopian novel these days. I'd thought them long since banned.
We about to read a chapter together now?
You needn't worry. I've no intention of taking it from you. I've sometimes wondered why such books were forbidden. Rumors say the Sanctists objected to their contents. Yet I wonder, how could a simple book have possibly stung them so? Do you mind if I read a passage or two?
Sure, why not? Everybody's fucking reading a chapter of this fucking thing. Why don't you start at the next chapter after the last person read? Balance of Power?
So it is a fiction written as if a personal account. This chapter seems to concern the system by which the nation's leader is decided.
What are the odds?
In this country, one cannot become even a statesman, much less sovereign, without the consent of the people. Those who aspire to statecraft must first solemnly swear before the people what they will do in service of their country. Should they earn title but break their word, they are denounced and stripped of power. Such is the authority of the people. In this way, it is the people who are the land's true king. Quite the opposite of our own country. Now I see why our upper echelons would abolish such texts.
I'm almost wonder, because I brought up last episode, right? It's odd that the king would lock away more for this book, the story, and yet for some reason seemingly instilled the beliefs from this book into his own magic. I'm almost wondering, maybe was he like strong-armed into it by the council or something? Or maybe he felt like he had to do it because, yeah, it would have made him look bad, but or maybe he just did it and then later sort of realized, oh, maybe there is a point to this. I mean, once he started to get sick or whatever, right, and was getting close to the end of his own life, that's when he decided to start creating this magic, you know? I don't know. I'll be curious to see how they end up explaining that.
Had our lands embraced such accountability, perhaps His Royal Highness would not have suffered such a fate. No. As a knight, it's not my place to say. I must clear my head of these fantasies. In the end, clinging to a dream will do me no good.
I wonder if I'm gonna have fallen asleep again. I always seem to fall asleep whenever my friends read the book.
Oh, I suppose. 'Tis not so bad to dream now and then. It takes power to walk the path of our dearest hopes. Perhaps that is the purpose of this newfound strength.
Hey, Bizzle, wake up!
My dearest dream. 'Tis to save His Highness, even at the cost of my life. Nothing more.
Time marches
I
on.
did not snooze. Or at least if I did, she ignored it. Oh, hell yeah, it's Heavy Metals Day. My favorite day of the week. It's a person.
Judah!
Lady Juna!
Lady Yuna. Who the heck is that? Holy shit, her eyes are huge.
Far away sky, blue and clear.
Oh, okay.
Echo my wish.
Is she singing like the national anthem or something? Whoa!
One and all born to this land, as here we stand.
Look at that little mouse thing.
Greet the rising
What the hell was that?
hand in hand. Far away sky so clear. Let my wish echo
she got some chords on her. Yay! Yeah, she's got like really huge irises. What a race she is. Do I see anything weird on her other than her giant eyes? Yeah, that's it. It's just big ass eyes. She's called, her tribe is called the Anime.
Even I'm feeling the heat. Well, I suppose it's time to fan the flames.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome one and all to the inauguration of the Tournament for the Throne!
Woo!
For the first time, the crown is anyone's to claim, as long as the aspirants can complete 3 grueling challenges.
Wow, a Sanctus Crier! He's perfect for this!
Let's discuss the venues.
Okay.
We kick off in the west, in the Pearl of the Coast, the Principality of Oceania's harbour city capital, Port Brilehaven.
Cool.
There, they face their first challenge, the Exhibition of the Brave. Each contender must bring back the head of a monster, a mark of their prowess and courage.
Okay.
Next, our would-be monarchs head east. Upon the misty peaks, we arrive in the Principality of Montario's beautiful city of faith, Altaberry Heights. And finally, our heroes make their well-deserved return home to Grand Trad. But first, let's do introductions. It's time to meet those risking their lives for the crown. Closest to the throne, I know him, you know him. It's Sanctism's one and only 78th Sanctifex, His Eminence, Forden!
Forden! Look at this old man.
To Sanctifex Forden!
And currently in the lead. I'm just kind of surprised he's even going along with this.
I claim no great ambition, nor any heated calls to action. All I wish is to restore order for our people and to safeguard our land from the threat.
This is already in the lead. I feel like he'd just be like, well, I don't know. Maybe he...
This chaos we face is but one of God's many trials.
They talked about it before, but maybe it's more just
Let us restore our kingdom's glory together!
to make sure someone can, like, push away Luis. I think that's kind of the biggest worry.
Moving right along, we come next to His Eminence's champion, the very spear in his hand, the warrior monk captain of the Crown Theocracy, Master Giddo!
Is that the other one?
I come before you only in loyal service of His Eminence. I relinquish the throne to him gladly.
Is that who the third guy was?
But those who would seize the crown by force, I will teach you to fear God and to fear me!
So much for this being a fair competition. How many horses do the Sanctists have in this race?
Yeah, okay.
Still, it's not over by far. The Luis supporters won't take this lying down.
What cowardice, Crier! Where's Count Louise?
He's fucking dead. He had some of the royal stew and shat himself to death.
Right, all right, settle down. At this time, I can report that Count Luis has not applied to enter the tournament.
What? Really?
What? He's not even entering?
Then what becomes of us? Our entire purpose in this race was to get closer to him.
Don't worry. He's definitely paying attention. He's only in second as it is, so we can't afford to ignore this whole production.
Because it's been set up by the church. So he's just choosing not to be like...
All right, for those Count Luis supporters, you might want to meet our next entrant. A rising socialite, a man of ambition, godless and fearless, the brash young warrior serving Count Luis, Gladel, the Black Hound.
Him? So he was one of Luis's men.
Oh, okay.
The fallen king embraced Sanctism and all its holy tenets, and for what? He was nothing before Lord Luis. Look to the sky all you wish. No god can save you! What our country needs is power!
Power!
Well, it's not quite all the contenders, but let's get on with the introductions. The great liberal merchant, it's Roger Ward. By war, by conquest, by right, it's Rudolph
Damn, this
Krauss.
guy's cool looking.
In it more for the gauntlet runners than the throne, it's Lena Kaden.
Look at this little mouse thing.
Sure to be popular by pledging free drinks for life, it's Loveless O'Shea.
Oh my god, it's the hippie.
Uplifting the beautiful and deposing the hideous, it's Milo Maurizio.
Wow. If we lose this, I think the country has some even bigger problems.
This is a lot of people.
Now, I do believe we have one final candidate.
This
Do we have
dickhead.
an Elden boy present? Come on, let's see a face.
Hi. Hello, vote for me. I'm the one regular jobber. I've got 2 different eye colors.
What? An elder? Disgraceful. Is this the only way you could think to distinguish yourself?
And everybody hates me already. That's politics.
By the way, the ride you applied with still hasn't arrived. And if it doesn't show up by the time the noon bell rings, you're disqualified. All right?
Hey! What's going on?
Damn it, Hulkenberg.
That nitwit! What is he doing?
This is a really interesting setup. This is actually getting me kind of excited now that we're getting to like the meat of this game.
What? Blast, I say! Wait! Found your behave!
What the fuck?
A land runner?
It's quick!
Wait, it's headed right for the...
It'll crash! Whoa!
Ah!
What the heck is that?
What the bollocks?
Wonderful. So much for a first impression.
What hell? Isn't she a marvel, chums?
You don't! You nearly brought down the cathedral! Have a care, you fool. It was bad enough when Luis did it the first time. That
He's like, what? I can't hear you.
Fool.
Not bad, kid. Guess you've got some interesting tricks up your sleeve after all.
I don't know this guy.
Right! I'd call that a full roster. Ladies and gentlemen, race across the land. Go! Prove yourself worthy and earn your crown. For the people, for the throne. Let the games begin!
This is like the wacky racing thing. You remember that cartoon? Can't remember exactly what it was called. It was like something wacky racing. Remember how all these goofy personalities? Whoa! My ship's got legs.
Gotta hold on to something or I'll get blown up.
It's incredible!
Cool. Our journey begins. Yeah, I'm a little bit more popular. And I'm staying out more than I expected. I've gained a lot of interest, but I only consider this part of my mission to aid the prince. Whoa.
Just a sec.
Whoa, what's with this thing? Is this our carriage?
Can you hear me?
Shall I just run here along the main road then? The others seem to be doing as much.
You're just as crazy as this runner.
I'll take the compliment, little lady. Now let's have some quarters for a little test run.
What is happening right now?
Let's see.
We want to go to a place called Mortira. Old Castle Town, I think. Should be way south.
Oh, oh, whoa, whoa. Oh, wow. Quite a few stops along the way.
Hold on.
Desert Camp, Rockton Camp,
Hold
Verdant Camp.
Wow.
Yeah, okay, Mortira. Here it is.
Down to Mortira, eh? On this cross legs? I'd say that'll be 4 days, 3 nights about.
Oh. 4 days and 3 nights. It's a great deal faster than a carriage. And surely the roads will be safer at that kind of speed.
Fully good. Now, since those British chaps, full steam ahead to Mortira, Old Castle Town. Cool. Ooh.
This is amazing! I don't know a thing about gauntlet runners, but even I can tell this is a hell of a craft.
Yeah, that's so cool looking.
I can hardly believe she's ours to drive.
You're telling me, lad? Feels like ages since I've been out on the open road. This girl's been waiting long enough for her time to shine.
I wonder how Hulkenberg knows this guy.
So this is what you use to talk with the driver. Convenient, that. Look, old fellow, are you really on our side? You realize we don't have funds to pay you.
Oh, the little microphone thing over there, yeah.
Money? Fuck! I'm not in this for the money, boy.
Boy!
What I want is a little gusto. What do you think, lad? Isn't this a rush?
It is at that. Like riding the wind.
That's the ticket. It's been so long since I've had a good chinwag.
Brilliant, isn't it?
It's amazing. Is this safe? What am I, Cloud? Not interested.
Yeah, it's amazing.
You've a good head on your shoulders, boy. Yes, I can tell you're a sharp one. Where to, ladies? The world is our shellfish.
You certainly are a different person behind the wheel.
Hey, Hulkenberg! Can we get an explanation yet?
Thank you, Calica. Yes, I'm like, how do you know this guy?
That man is Neurus. An Ishkia, if 'twas not obvious from the wings. And despite everything, he was heir to a noble house and personal machinist for the royal family.
It's funny, I actually, to be honest, I didn't actually notice the wings. I was looking at like the rest of his crazy design, not even seeing that the wings down there.
What?
He's a master engineer, of course, positively peerless. But as you can see, the runners get him a bit excitable.
He's an heir to a noble house and personal machines for the royal family. Okay, so double confirm that. Oh, Noble District Underhall. Flashback.
Neurus, are you there? I'm coming in.
Whether you like it or not.
Even amidst all this commotion in town, I find you buried in your work.
It's too much to do.
As always. To business then. I must ask a favor. Would you be able to ready a carriage for me?
No new commissions, no time for them. Ask another right.
It is not a new one I require. Before His Highness disappeared, did you not accept a contract to build him a custom carriage? Without a formal owner, I reasoned that it must now lie unused. I was hoping I might borrow it a short while.
Oh, I see.
Pish and tosh, woman. She is for royal use and naught else.
'Tis an unreasonable request, I know. But I'd not be asking without a grave
I see.
need.
This is supposed to be the prince's ride.
Might I at least see it?
I mean, well,
'Twas specially made for His Highness, yes? Not a work you'd have sold off. Where lies it now?
I've deadlines to meet, dash it. Off with you now. Leave me be.
You've been acting stranger than usual. What ails you?
Whoa!
Oh.
Good God. Is this a gauntlet runner? The very craft commissioned for His Highness the Prince? Even knowing His Highness was gone, still you toiled away. Oh, Neurus, you are an inspiration. Such nobility of purpose.
Yes. Right.
However, for a craft meant for the royal family, it is rather excessive, isn't it?
Oh, did he not actually? Oh. I think it's gonna be that, did he like get the funds to make it from, he was supposed to make something for the royal family and then he ended up making something for himself?
Did you really build this vehicle exactly to their orders? You cannot mean.
Well, at first, certainly. I followed the blueprints exactly. But then His Highness died, and... well, I couldn't just let the old girl waste away. A masterpiece like her? Collecting dust in storage? No! Unacceptable! Unthinkable! I'm working toward a dream. And this poor old girl is going to help me see it through. And then, finally...
You imbecile! A lowly, brazen court engineer butchering His Highness's inheritance for a hobby! For this mania! You embezzled the royal treasury and disrespected his legacy! Treason!
Mercy, please! Look, take my head if you must, milady. But leave the Balliol runner alone.
Look, this runner... It is fully operational now, is it? Then I suggest you cooperate. For both our sakes. Finish your tinkering by tomorrow and bring it to the Grand Cathedral as soon as you can.
Clever. Yeah, makes absolute sense that why he would go along with this.
Eh? What's all this now? You play the proud soldier at me and then pluck it for your own scheme.
Fuck yeah! That's how this game is played.
Scheme? I would use it for His Highness's sake.
For His Highness, eh? Hold a tick. Haven't you been looking for him? Wandering across God knows where, last I heard. So if you're back now and now you want a gauntlet runner for His Highness? Is His Highness still alive? That's it! I've got you, haven't I?
'Twas His Highness who gave you refuge while you were only a heretical scholar condemned by the Sanctists. The time has come to repay his mercy.
Understood.
Cool.
Is that enough? Can this old duck really handle an undercover operation?
I know what you're thinking, but 'tis at least true that he feels an undying debt of gratitude to the royal family.
I like Olgenberg's kind of like face. This one was just like, fuck.
So many stupid people around me.
I see so much Hulkenberg fan art on my timeline on Twitter, and I'm not surprised at all. She's really got a pretty great design. It's very stark design, you know, with the red hair and the big ass pointy ears. So funny.
Pish and tosh, boy. A little faith. Not to brag, but this old duck's craft might be the fastest gauntlet runner in the kingdom. Why, probably the world.
I think. Maybe.
How encouraging.
All I want is to push this runner as far and as fast as she can go. Show her off to the world. And you? Well, I presume you'd rather work together than have to walk, eh?
I don't know about this, but I guess we'll just have to trust him. What do you think?
This guy's funny. You can count on him. It's better than nothing. We die together.
Well, if we die, we all die together.
The boy's bold as brass.
Tis not an invitation, you dolt. Eyes on the road.
I love Bizzle's delivery of that line. Well, if we die together.
Either way, he knows the prince is alive, so we can't just leave him to his own devices. We're all in the same boat. Or runner, I guess.
You lot can handle the fighting, and I'll handle all the driving and greasework. Just make sure you've got a proper plan for all this mess now.
Interesting. I wonder, do I run into encounters on the road? I have to like run out on the edge of my ship and like fight a dude? I wonder how this will work.
This guy's got no filter. But he has a point. We do need to talk strategy.
Okay.
So, summing up. Our first trial is to slay a monster. We take its head as proof, then get it to the goal line before the deadline. The bigger the head, the better. Our destination is Port Brylehaven, the capital of the Western Principality of Oceania. It'd be a trek on foot, but this gauntlet runner should make it a snap.
So getting the bounty's head is our next move. And our target is a nefarious criminal who's been kidnapping and selling off children. Right?
A criminal? Did the task not specify a monster's head?
All right, sorry, yeah, we forgot to mention that. We're kind of doing our own thing now.
Don't worry, all part of the plan. We don't need to win this thing. We just need to get Luis's attention. Everyone's going to show up with monster heads, and we shake things up with a felon.
Yeah.
A knight-turned-kidnapper at that. Shows them we're there for justice.
But to deliberately violate the rules, we risk being disqualified entirely. Then again, 'tis just as likely to win the people's attention and thereby Luis's. I do understand the intent. What do you think of this plan?
That was my idea. I guess. Was it? Actually, I don't know. Maybe it was Stroll's idea. Sounds impossible. I trust you all. I think it's perfect.
I think it's a perfect idea.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah, you know, it's interesting, though, that Luis didn't come out and announce it. Is he even going to be participating in this setup? I almost feel like he feels like he doesn't need to, right? Because this whole thing is being set up by Forden in the church, right? He essentially is going to maybe exist outside of it, doing his own thing entirely, right? It's funny, like the way they really are setting this up, it almost is like a fucking game show. Like, we're gonna travel all around the world, right? It's like the Amazing Race. It's pretty cool, actually. Like our true globe-trotting adventure where we're taking on challenges to beat each other and, I don't know, having fucking political debates or something.
The bounty's highs, mate. An ex-knight. I realize that's a little close to home, Hulkenberg, so if you'd rather hang back...
You're gonna fuck his shit up.
His title is precisely why I cannot let his atrocities stand. And yet, 'tis strange indeed that we are hunting a mere man when the trial demands a monster.
We can still slice his head off.
Again, our true aim is beyond the ambitions of any other aspirant. Our fate rests in this plan of yours, Stroll.
Thank you. I'll try to ensure your trust isn't misplaced.
And I guess it kind of was Stroll's plan. Gonna cut this dude's fucking head off.
Righto. Then our course is set. Feel free to use anything in the Gauntlet Runner. Even got a bathing room if you could use a wash.
Nice.
Good to know. We can always look around more thoroughly later.
Yes. You needn't tire yourself out before we arrive.
Well, I'm a tinkerer and not much else. All my fighting happens in the old workshop. But I'll take you wherever you're going for your sake and mine. After all, the wilds out there are no berry picnic. Oh no. It's a den of wild beasts and savage scoundrels. And we'll not get past it without days on the road together. So, if you need anything besides a steady hand on the wheel, give me a hoot. Bound to find me in the cockpit or the engine room.
He's certainly an eccentric, but he doesn't seem like a bad person. We'll get used to him, I suppose.
The Gauntlet Runner. Gauntlet Runner has various areas for different activities, such as the strategy room, the lounge, and the kitchen. With music. You can also visit Academia by finding more and interact with them. Let's visit the engine room first. Take your time and look around your way there.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, I took my bag off.
I've never been in a Gauntlet Runner. Kinda want to see what the engine room's like.
So map showing the area surrounding our destination. God, the menus in this game are so fucking cool.
Let's see.
I wonder where we're at right now.
And there's a campground.
Interesting. I wonder if this is going to be going in like real time or something. Or will we just like skip ahead?
The runner makes a smooth ride, at least. Eccentricities aside, he's certainly made his title as a court engineer. That said, I'm more concerned with his unseen workings. I do hope he hasn't made any dubious additions.
The carriage can't begin to compete with the Gauntlet Runner's speed, so as they've earned their reputation. That having caused the fear of losing my lunch is far from ideal, but once I'm used to it, I'm sure the journey will be pleasant.
Apparently, Neuros can speak to us from the cockpit through this bent metal tube. This giant Danganronpa vault door. This door must lead to the end of the Gauntlet Runner. It's locked tightly to prevent accidental entry. Cockpit appears to be above here.
Mind the rope, lad. Wouldn't want you going overboard.
I should stay away for now. The toilet. You can go take a. Oh yes, I can go take myself a freaking Persona 3 Bizzle shit. There's more pressing matters. No, I need to take a huge fucking shit. Dang it. Go to the pantry. There's some rock beans and gauntlet shrooms. They grow here? I can use these for cooking. Cool. Shit. Wait, do they grow in the pantry? Is that what I was asking?
Wow, so this room's made for bathing? Can we just hop in mid-ride and take a real bath?
Now that I could get used to. I call first dip.
Or are you just going to stride up and strip nude? What do you think you are? Unacceptable.
That's fine, we're all friends here. Just getting butt-ass naked.
It's a bathing room. I'll mention, no running water yet. I'll get on it yet. What? Unacceptable.
Ah. No cool shower for us. Ooh, kitchen.
Got it.
It's the kitchen. I can prepare meals here. Gotta wash the area here.
You have to wash your dishes properly, but being that water is a precious resource, that actually goes double.
These are beds. They seem pretty small. Like little bunk tubes. They remind me of those little, I can't remember what they're called. I think they're in, I don't know if they're in Japan or Korea, but it's like little bunk areas you can like rent out, but they're like literally like a tiny little bed area, which may be like a side table but they're in like the wall like this. Bookshelf. It's Nero's personal collection of books. They're too technical for me to understand. Huh. Oh, that's cool. It's like a kitchen window. Order up. A lot of books lined up. There's some strange device wrapped in cloth. Looks like one of Nero's inventions in the making. Oh, we got on the wall there. Oh my God, Mr. Kitty's got a mustache. It's got a mustache just like Nero's. That's funny. Mr. Kitty stash. Ooh, I can go on the deck too. Well, that's fucking cool. Damn, look at us running around. Big, beautiful area full of repeating textures. Look at this shit. Runs pretty smoothly. You see some birds and shit. Beneath cloth seems to be a big barrel. I wonder what it's used for. Cool. My ship is walking. Washing machine? Machine is laundry, handmade by Nura. Seems there's nothing in it at the moment. Can I this is actually a mechanic? Me cleaning my clothes? Really? What the hell that does? Do I actually get dirty? Whoa.
Wonder what makes this thing run?
Hello? First time on a gauntlet runner, hey?
Whoa, this scared me. Looks like it pipes in here too.
Called a runner phone. There's one in every room. Now, I believe I heard you speculating on the old girl's inner workings. Gauntlet runners use magma crystals as fuel to run, you see. Used to be you'd take your life in your hands when you ever travel the wilds. Then, thanks to the kingdom's greatest minds, the gauntlet runner was born. The runner's actual legs are based on a colossal beast, made for zero momentum loss, even on roughest terrain. Among other things, I modify this craft with a bit more zip and speed. Another step closer to my dream.
What dream?
Long story, my girl. Best still do a captive audience with no plans for the next few days and nights. Probably once I've become friends with you, right? Make you one of my followers.
Never mind then. Maybe some other time.
Anyway, still plenty about the old girl. It's a work in progress, but by the time I'm done, she'll have some new tricks. You just watch. It'll be sunset before long, so start thinking about bedding down for the night. Can't run in the dark. The old girl needs to rest as much as we do. You will continue toward your destination while spending time on the Gauntlet Runner. Utilize facilities to obtain items, raise abilities, or do other things you wouldn't be able to do in town. Try using the kitchen, reading books at the bookshelf, or using the washing machine. More activities will become available over time. You can also spend time with your allies while traveling, which may help to improve your virtues. At the end of the day, the choice is yours. Choice is yours! Well, that's cool. Magic Igniter are enormous compared to those used by the army. If I recall, it uses magma crystals as fuel. Igniter? Never seen an igniter like this before. It's like a flux capacitor. Oh yeah, so my ranking is this now. Hey! I'm a little bit better. As of yet, thou art but a fledgling who hath taken a mere single step. In the time to come, we shall judge if thou art worthy vessel for our power. Display tremendous virile virtues. Okay.
Remember, you're only in the running to be king for the sake of the mission. There's no telling how many formidable foes stand between us and Luis.
So how does this work?
It's Nura's homemade washing machine. Washing clothes can sometimes cleanse the mind too.
Oh, this is probably for a virtue, right? Oh, wait. Doing laundry will take my mind off things. Increasing my max MP? What?
Understood.
Increases my max MP? That's interesting. All right, there's more. I can sweep.
Come on.
This weird tool is actually a cleaning igniter that Nura's modified to create wind that collects dust. Pretty nifty. I know it's hard, but all the lifting and bending over sure strengthen your legs, yeah?
So increase my max HP. Okay. Now I assume that these are definitely like probably things I would, if I have like nothing better to do, but definitely want to prioritize my hanging out with my pals. Small cabinet. Some unique items are lined up here. Nura's personal belongings, I think. Pile of powder. I've never smelled the fragrance before, but I can tell whether it's used for food or can't tell whether it's used for food or fuel. Bag of cotton. There's a fluffy bag is perfect for sitting on. If I sat on it, I don't think I'd be able to move. They got fucking bean bags in here, bro. Let me check on Mora real quick. Make sure he doesn't have anything to say after all the things that have happened.
Oh. Why? That's a new archetype. Might I ask for you for a demonstration?
You're referring to the new warrior thing?
Welcome.
Yeah, bro, we can't learn that yet. So I gotta get stroll to level 20 here. But yeah, you guys also confirmed, yeah. So essentially your like adept versions for classes, they aren't actually just like, they're not like better versions, they're just different, which is actually kind of cool, because essentially what the point is, right? I can learn skills from it and then put them in skills for one of the other classes, right? And then with those additional skills, that essentially does make a better class. So this was about hitting a single guy, and this was about hitting multiple guys. It's a very unique way of doing like the class system, because a lot of times when you do these upgrades for classes, usually it's just like, it kind of like discards the old one. Like, why would you ever use it? I do wonder though, because like, essentially the mage is weak versions of magic, right? And I don't seem to learn any like strong versions, but at some point I have to, right? Which would make you think that the next ones would have to be upgrades, but I don't know. Who knows? Maybe some other way to upgrade even like the lower classes to just have better shit in general.
Nura's sitting at the kitchen up and running. If you're hungry, would you fancy a meal? I hardly consider myself a chef of any great skill. Mr. Troll said he wanted to try some of the recipes he learned at the honeybee.
Okay. Oh. Bookshelf is lined with interesting books. The books I could read are New World Travel Diary, Pride and Persuasion. Not right now. Wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. Just in case. I don't know if I will it tell me what each one does. It's supposed to be a fictional chronicle of a boy's journey in a fanciful place called the New World. I haven't started reading it yet.
Expand the mind. Want to read it over by the window?
Increase your imagination. Okay. Useful conversational techniques for convincing others. I haven't started yet. Okay, so this is going to be my eloquence. Gotcha. Cool. Let's get cooking. Use the Golem Runner's cooking table to whip up some food for you and your allies. Eating prepared meals can grant your party various positive effects. To cook, you'll need ingredients. Buy them, win them, or find them lying around. Try to experiment as much as possible. After you've made every dish at least once, you may learn how to create the ultimate culinary masterpiece. What? There's ingredients here. Maybe Nura's went shopping. Whose handwriting is that? There are notes here about new potential recipes. Okay. Whoa, that's a lot. That's a lot.
Want to make something? If so, we should try to have everyone teach us their culinary specialty.
Okay, so that's another option. Stroll taking a nap. I feel drunk. You okay? I'll survive. I can help the sway of a carriage, but it's another beast. So I need to learn to endure it. You can rest the Golem Runner's sleeping quarters. Time will pass where your virtues won't improve at all. So why would you do it? All right, let's read this book to increase our imagination. And I'm trying to work and see if I can get most of my stuff to at least level 2.
To be honest with you, I've realized something. There's so many things in this world which, very simply, I don't understand. There's so many things I've learned since we started traveling together.
You matured. Same here. The world is vast.
That's right.
It's the same for me.
You were late, huh? You're so much one needs to see firsthand to comprehend. Hey, Bizzle. I know this time we're traveling for our mission, but if all goes well, I want to go on another journey where I'm free to do what I want.
I hear you. Sounds like fun. Maybe I'll write a book about it.
So then...
Should I write a book about our travels?
Sweet.
Good idea. Just make sure to include me as a co-author, all right? Of course, if I want to contribute further to whatever you do in the future, I'll have to keep working hard. Well, can you think of anything I can do to help you out?
Teach me more. Always encourage. Am I going to read this book? You keep talking to me. Teach me more. Always encourage me. You're already helping me plenty. Just teach me and tell me things is great.
It's not really all that I'm not really all that knowledgeable, though. If that's how you feel, though, I'll gladly tell you every insight I have. With everything we've been through recently, I've realized that knowledge is an invaluable asset. I want to keep experiencing new wonders, so let's never stop learning together. This conversation kind of went off a unique direction, huh? Let's keep reading the book for a bit. It describes a new world. A place other than this really exists. I'd like to visit someday.
I feel my imagination is expanded after conjuring up various ideas together with Gallica. I wonder, I assume my choices there actually did affect this to some extent. Oh, I got 4. All right, that's not bad. There's still more left to read in the book. I'll pick this up from next time.
The Gauntlet Runner arrives at the desert camp as the scorching sun sinks below the horizon and the curtain of night falls over the land. Protected within the stalwart hull of the Gauntlet Runner, the party gains a short, peaceful respite.
Okay. Now what? Ooh, pretty. Establishing an encampment. At night, the vast wilderness outside town is ensconced in darkness, forcing your way through the unmarked terrain. Whoa, it got dark. Forcing your way through the unmarked terrain is very dangerous, even with a stalwart gauntlet runner. Instead, establish camp somewhere safe. You can resume your travels the next morning. While in a encampment, you can use any of the facilities on the gauntlet runner like usual, but you can also reminisce about the journey with your allies. Give it a try. 3 days until we reach Martira.
Our first time camping in the Gauntlet Runner. Kind of excited, but it'll be a long night, so why not spend some time relaxing with someone?
Okay. There are insects gathered by the campfire.
Oh, apparently you can eat those bugs. Well, according to Hulkenberg, anyway.
Should try and catch one. Loomby. Caught one of the bugs gathered by the campfire. When it's my turn to cook it, she's his ingredient.
Your thoughts?
Oh, how was that ride, eh? Smooth as butter. Luxurious as a palace. Awe-inspiring. Tear-jerking.
Absolutely.
Ah, this run is such a guilty pleasure. Though credit where it's due, my tinkering certainly helped make her what she is. Though full of disclosure, that's all thanks to my little mechanism I whipped together that keeps her legs from sinking to the dunes. Wouldn't have to worry about the terrain if she could just fly, but that's the story for another day. Off you go. Better get your 40 wings.
Interesting. And then imagination again.
Hey, are you looking for something to do? My weapons are as sharp as they're going to get. And I'm not up to too much. You gotta keep me company for a while?
By recalling the past and playing for the future with Stroll, I may hone my imagination. Hold on.
I see. Hey.
No. Hold on.
I see.
He's gonna look around a little bit. Oh, and then Hulkenberg also. Same thing. Imagination again.
Well met.
Ah, well met. I don't suppose you're as overburdened with free time as I am. I'm certainly no stranger to traveling, but I have no idea how to spend idle hours. If the idea appeals, why we talk a bit.
By recalling the past and playing the future, okay. Interesting. So there's a lot of ways to do imagination, huh? Maybe I should go in while no one else is using it. Hell yeah, let's go take a shit. You all thought I was done taking shits in my video games, so you better guess again. Bizzle shit journey, taking journey continues here. Feel refreshed after spending some time in the bathroom. My journey of shits has only just begun, baby. Let's go. It's funny how it actually runs better outside here than it runs inside the ship for some reason. When I get inside the ship, it actually it definitely drops out of 60, but out here it runs quite well. All right, let's try this. Let's see how much we get by doing this.
Now then.
So next up is Martira. I feel like just yesterday when I first arrived in the royal capital. So much has happened in such a short span of time. I met you, went over to the northern fortress and awakened a mysterious power. I once thought magic like this only existed in heroic tales of time long past. Speaking of which, I've been thinking that perhaps this is the same power that hero kings once used. If that's the case, then why do you think so many of them met miserable ends?
Power isn't everything. They had no allies. They lost to a greater power.
What's that about?
Maybe they lacked allies.
Oh, I see.
I see. Try as they might, even the strongest king wouldn't be able to establish a country by himself.
I say I can get some mag from this too.
Perhaps it don't matter how much power you have, but how you choose to wield it. Moreover, we've got more than one power at our disposal, and on top of that, we've got allies who share these abilities as well. If we continue to master these archetypes, then maybe, just maybe, we'll be able to surpass the great heroes, kings of old. Though all this does make me wonder, just how many more of these powers are still out there?
If our imagination grows, Stroll and I discuss the challenges still ahead of us.
All right.
Oh, I got 4 too. All right. Nice.
Come now, it's too early for bed. Let's talk some more.
Me and my pal Stroll talking before bed, then making sweet love. Do, just like friends do. Stroll and I talk for a while. And I got some more mag.
On, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Okay. And then just another day of picking what I want to do? Is there any fighting or anything in between?
Top of the morning to you, my dear passengers. I trust that sleeping quarters more than exceeded your expectations, eh?
True.
They were better than I'd feared, considering how tiny they are. But I've got a question of my own. Is the desert sand going to do a number on this runner? My boy, remember who maintains this rugged girl. Nary a grain of sand can fit between her seams, I assure you. Regardless, we'll be leaving these arid dunes behind tomorrow.
I knew it!
Wow, runners really are neat, aren't they? A carrot should never be able to get through the desert this fast. But, just keep it on the road, okay, Nerez?
Revive material in 2 days, huh? Oh, and then I get other options here.
Well met.
Bizzle, you've come at the perfect moment. I was just thinking to ponder some battle strategies over my game board. An abstract game of military tactics, you see. Care to indulge me in a round?
Playing a game with Hulkin will raise my wisdom.
Well then.
Okay, and then his is courage.
Hey, Bizzle, good timing. I was thinking about doing some maintenance on my weapons. Got the time, why not join me? So refreshing to the mind as is for our battles.
Cool, alright. Alright, let's try cooking something then. What if it tells you if you've actually made it already? Secondly, I have made this, but I don't see any mark. Curative Coney Roast. Cure poison for all allies. Cure stats almost for all allies. That's pretty good. Fully restores HP for all allies. Critical meatballs. Increases critical rate for all allies. Allows one ally to endure one fatal attack with 1 HP. Increases hit rate of one attack to 100% for one ally. Deals 300 almighty damage to one enemy. Cool. All right, let's do this.
Only Hulkenberg knows how to cook that. I'll go call her.
Hail.
Hail.
I've considered this topic for quite a while. Is it not true that the meat tastes better when consumed by the mouthful, rather than via tiny, polite little bites? It is my preferred method, as you can luxuriate in its full texture whilst increasing one's jaw strength. The logic behind cutting meat into small pieces eludes me. I prefer only the most restrained application of seasoning as well. It is best to let the ingredients' natural flavors thrive. If animals must forfeit their lives to sate our hunger, the least we can do is honor them to taste the full glory of their sacrifice.
Start preparing food with Hulkenberg. Make sure to follow her minimalist methods with the ingredients.
We chose prime ingredients on this day. I dare say this meal will be quite exquisite when it is complete.
Good.
A pleasing aroma, is it not?
Oh my god, look at her little blushy, chewy face. Oh my god, it's so cute. She's already eating it before she's even finished cooking it.
That indescribable acridity belies the dish's depth.
I'm like, what the hell is she talking about? It's so novel and unique. I've never seen anything like this, and I may never again.
All right.
The critical meatballs are complete. Enchanting aroma, is it not?
Yeah. Huckleberry and I cleaned up the kitchen. Time really flew. Critical meatballs.
I say, we could stop for a break.
Ahoy, break time, chums. Something up ahead, so we'll be stopping there.
Coming now into view is the Tree of Prophecy.
Okay.
A resplendent tapestry of color against the backdrop of the bleak desert. One theory is that the tree's roots gorge on the land's magla. And still another is that it gorges on those enraptured by its colorful foliage, as though themselves snared by the bewitching magla surrounding the tree. The Gauntlet Runner comes to a stop at its base.
Interesting. So what is this? Like an optional little area?
Here we are. Should we take a closer look?
Whoa. Well, that's fucking cool. It's like a painting.
Oh, wow. It's so pretty.
Actually, I think it is. I think it's essentially like a 2D image here. We're even like stopping by like sites, I guess?
It's not just the leaves. So the whole area has been painted red.
Certainly.
This place calls to mind a picture book I read as a child. It told of a great tree located somewhere within the country, whose colors shifted to foretell unusual events in the times ahead.
How exactly would a tree foretell the future? And how does a plant grow this huge in the middle of a desert?
I'm not sure if this explains it, but it's just an incredible amount of magla in the air here.
If your hypothesis is correct, that would make this no mere tree, no sir, but a magical organism that feeds off of magla.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be just showing just this angle here. It is. It's like a cool site we're passing by.
As a matter of scientific research, I must document this discovery.
Nurse pulled a sheet of paper and a brush from his pocket and began to draw the landscape in front of him.
Hey.
Wow, Nurse. How'd you get so good at drawing? Ah, my boy, meticulous documentation is the foundation of all good research. There you have it. Finished. Here, take it as a keepsake.
You gave it to me. Wasn't it for research?
All you need this for research. All the pertinent information I need has been etched into my very mind. I can do without the sketch itself.
Tree of Prophecy drawing. Okay. I've seen her research picture. The drawing is intricately detailed and could accurately convey the full majesty of this picture to a viewer who has never been here before.
Hey, why don't we give that to Maria? I bet she'd love to see something from our journey. We could tell her a story about this place.
Next time we're in Grand Trash, give this drawing to Maria.
Huh?
Cool.
Huh. A magical organism in the form of a tree. Say, our fairies in the same classification. Precisely. Gallica is a most precious treasure as well. I've been observing her very closely, which has given me great insight into my own research into flight.
Huh? What? You've been observing me this whole time? I don't recall you asking, so knock it off.
However,
turning our attention back to the tree, I've heard that it tints itself blue to herald the arrival of favorable developments. I wonder what manner of anomaly its current color portends.
Took a brief tour, but I feel that seeing that rare sight has brought my wisdom. Oh, cool. Sick. Wow, all right. Free points. I was like, wondering if I was like, do I get something from this? I do.
The Gauntlet Runner arrives in a quiet clearing, concealed by boulders, as darkness reclaims the wilderness for itself. Monsters run rampant in the wilds. To sleep here would be perilous, unless from within the safety of a Gauntlet Runner. The party, secure in their Gauntlet Runner, spends the night in peace, hidden from hungry gazes.
I wonder if there's any way you can actually do battle or anything through this section of the game, right? Like, oh, I'm gonna run out here and hunt some things, or if it's always just within the ship. We'll be in Martyria the day after tomorrow.
What kind of place Martyria is?
And then night just really kicks in fast.
I didn't realize how long it been since we took a rolling break. What are you trying to do?
Supporters.
So if anyone has anything important to say, maybe check once again we're back in town.
Runner activities.
It's a bit grimy. As long as we're calling it home, we should pitch in with the cleaning. Who knows, we might stumble on some stuff that got left lying around.
Oh, hey. Oh, okay, really?
Oh, hey.
Laundry's really piling up. Like it or not, you're a candidate. You have to clean clothes. I, of course, wash my clothes every day, so I literally sparkle.
Oh, is Stroll not available, son?
Grand track could dazzle even the darkest night. Out here, you can barely see the horizon. It's a comforting reminder of home, if I'm honest. I just couldn't appreciate it from a swing gauntlet runner.
Are you feeling better now?
Yeah.
Yes, I ate a bit. That helped. I almost envy Hulkenberg's ability to eat anything, anytime, anywhere. I haven't always been this weak. Swing takes me back to the times I'd sooner forget. After I lost my home, I was tossed between relatives, and each time it began with an agonizing journey in a rocking carriage. I suppose that's why I find my mind drifting to Halia. I often wonder how the people who survived are faring now.
Well met.
Oh, well met. Suppose you're overburdened with free time as I am. So no search of traveling, but I know how to spend idle hours.
Okay, yes, this is before. Imagination. Sure, you know what? Let's do it. Yeah, so we essentially did strolls because we didn't really do anything new, right? So we can't recall anything else. So it is sort of limited, right? It's not like, oh yeah, I can just keep talking to Stroll and get the same amount every time. No, it's like this basically one time for the evening.
This power we've awoken to. I have all sorts of questions, but what I really find curious are these forms we take on. Each has their own unique aspects, but one bit they all have in common is their armor-like appearance. What do you make of that?
It's cool, it's bizarre. It's kind of scary.
It's cool.
Certainly.
I think it looks cool.
I see.
I do find the austerity of the designs intriguing, but I was not speaking of how they look per se. In my opinion, the armor echoes the raging forces within us, allowing us to direct that power, as one directs a horse by its reins. It's said that people lose their magic because they refuse to confront their fears and anxieties, forever unaware of that power lurking within them. Is that not then the very condition to awaken our slumbering power? Also, hence, why is it so exhausting? And why can it not be maintained for long? The ravenous appetite I had afterwards is proof. We do well to practice diligence maintaining our food reserves.
Talk about things to come. I feel like my imagination increased. What is it, the same amount? It is. We're close. Very close.
It's getting quite late, but we've got to wait.
We got a ways to go.
Yet, so I would very much like to continue chatting with you.
Blah, 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 blah. Can I touch your ears, Hulkenberg? Hulkenberg, I talked for a while.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
We walking.
Finally! We're out of the desert!
Just sweet great.
Oh wow! I missed all this green!
Why is it so bumpy?
That'd be the change in terrain, lad.
See, you got to let the suspensions get used to hard ground instead of soft sand.
Must be nice to fly everywhere.
Stroll's the Yuffie of the group.
What the? Did we just crash?
Uh-oh.
Of course not. That's
a cannonade.
What? The fuck? Hey! Are two ships over there? Is that one of our rivals here in the tournament?
My star is rising! Ah! Sanctism will reign!
Holy shit!
It's them. Remember, from the opening ceremony. I think one of them is Guido, Forden's confidant, and the other is Luis's man, Gladel.
Prominent candidates. Shouldn't the king's magic petrify them for their aggression?
No, see where they're aiming. They're not shooting to kill, just to take out the opposing runner's legs.
Oh. Does it seem like they're trying to land a fatal shot, just aiming to break the opposing side's gauntlet runner?
stuck out in the wilds with no working runner. Whether they survive or not, they're dashed well out of the race.
So 'tis a clash to halt each other's advance. Damned fools couldn't resist a show of force.
Look! Over by the legs. That crier is there too.
What the fuck? How is he? This dude just like run out here? Does he have his own ship? Does he ride along with someone else?
I see. Acting as witness to the higher candidate's conflict. It seems Gladel cannot match Godot's firepower.
Our plan hinges on winning Luis's favor. Can we afford to abandon Gladel if he's one of Luis's supporters?
What's our plan? If we just hang back and watch, Godot's gonna win. And Vorden gets a leg up on the competition.
Is this actually a choice? Or am I'm actually curious. Because if we want to get Luis's attention, we're gonna have to help Gladel out. But I do almost wonder if I pick this and then someone else would be like, no, we have to do the other one anyway. I'm actually curious. If you guys could tell me, it would be interesting. But I'm gonna go. Let's help out.
Let's give Gladel a hand here.
Good thinking. That way we could win Luis's regards.
Agreed. Let us ride to Gladel's aid.
I say, hold on. You realize you're a no-name candidate, eh? If he wants to shut you out, he'll not have to aim for just our legs.
It's a runner, isn't it? If things get too dicey, we'll just run. Didn't you say we had the fastest craft around?
Fine. Suppose there's no room for caution if we want the world's eyes on us.
Okay then, it's settled. Let's make sure he owes us big.
There should be an external runner phone out there.
We're here to help! Withdraw, Gladel! Who goes there? Why do you stand for Luis's forces?
I don't know, we're just a huge suck-up.
Well, sorry, can't get into it now.
Go to it later.
That Cornland one. You're that commoner candidate who destroyed the Grand Cathedral! Was that not enough? You would profane the sacred a second time!
Yes.
So be it. In God's name, be thou punished.
Damn, this guy's pissed. Godot and his monks have boarded the deck. Looks like he knows the magic won't shield us. He's aiming to kill us here and now. Holy shit! Hi, okay.
You dare interfere in my fight! Know your place! Is it fame you seek? You thought by confronting me, you might lift your own names. Then you chose the wrong opponent.
I hate to interrupt, Oleg, but it's a touch more complex than that.
We of the Crown Theocracy's monk army have silenced all who would oppose the eminence of God. Your petty ruses are beneath me. Now you shall know how powerless you truly are.
Remember, the king's magic means we cannot move to strike Godot himself.
Oh. Yeah, and that's true, because I think he is actually number 3 already, right? Yeah, but it was the case too that, like, it said like the top 20 people, right, are the ones that are protected. It's not just the top 3.
Go for his followers first. We'll thin their numbers and turn the tide.
And then, but I mean, what are we gonna do about? I mean, does that mean he just gets a free shot to beat on us, though? We'll kill all his followers and then what?
Go, my brethren! Put the fear of God into these impious commoners!
Don't forget about the petrification magic!
Cool. Okay, so if I try to attack him, I assume it will just freeze me in place. I guess we'll find out. Let's try doing this with the hits everybody.
Bloody hell!
I can't move!
Nope. Oh, okay, and that's how it works. And then I only lost 1 turn though, at least. Oh yeah, actually, it's funny. Yeah, I think about it. You look up top, next to my turn gauge there. You literally see the king's like moon face. He's always watching, right? He went all the way out here. Okay, so I do have to go with single attack moves. Oh shit! Everybody, look at me. Puts on a cocky smirk. There we go.
What could you hope to achieve?
He knows we can't attack him. He's toying with us.
I will usher you to his side.
Hold on. Come forward.
Yeah, this is a bad archetype for this. These guys are fucking strong to this shit.
No,
Pass.
You disgraced the Sanctus way.
Let us fight as one.
I disgraced your mom last night. Oh, wink to that shit.
To go to his side.
What? Oh, you fucking kidding me? He resisted that and didn't die? I don't believe it.
This
Ow.
Helpful as ever.
Know your place. Peasants!
There we go.
Witness me, brethren!
Witness me!
Right there!
Oh, he resisted that. Oh, I guess they must be different. One was weak to it,
More
and the other
resilient
wasn't.
than I expected. I would lose nothing by conceding this fight. But the faithful are watching. For the sake of my dear brethren, I must hold nothing back.
Oh boy.
Now, feel the righteous truth of sanctism engraved upon your flesh.
Does this mean he's getting serious?
Oh boy. Oh no, don't heal yourself.
This is nothing.
Sanctism will reign.
Fine. Critical, baby. Let's go. Yeah, so this guy's not weak to that. Take his defense down.
Sanctism will reign.
Ow.
Sanctism will reign.
Oh god.
Brace yourselves!
Hulkenberg's in bad shape.
Warrior!
She needs help.
Oh, dead.
So, the faithful are broken before you, yet your desperate struggling is for naught. You cannot defy the inevitable. I am immune to all your wicked harms.
Yeah, this guy's kind of bullshit, man. This horse shit. Stupid king. So now what do we do?
Oh, he gets to do whatever he wants, and we can't even get near him.
Bend the knee and yield to the divine truth of sanctism.
Well, fuck.
Now, are you prepared for the end?
Ah, I think not, you rotter!
Oh shit. Nurse, what are you doing? Oh!
What have you done to my gauntlet runner?
We've nothing to lose. At the very least, I can thrash your old clunker until it's inoperable.
This is a waste of my time. So be it. You'll face your divine punishment soon enough.
Hell yeah, Nuras. Saved our ass.
Phew. Finally, he took the hint. Hey, get down here.
Hey, man. New friend. Oh, the chick with the giant eyes is with him, too. And his dog thing.
What are you playing at? You think I owe you now or something? I would have been fine without your meddling.
Bro, you were gonna eat shit. I wanted to help, but you hurt. Guess you live to see another day.
Are you hurt? Of course I'm not hurt. Look, what are you after?
I want to know where you got that leopard print coat, brother.
Why, Gladell, surely you can spare some manners for a crew that saved our lives?
Is that Makoto? Also, her eye, yeah, it is. Like, her eyes are fucking massive. I don't see any other telltale. It must be like her thing. What race or tribe she is then?
Honestly, that got a bit ugly for my liking.
Well, well, well. Do my eyes deceive me? Juna the songstress in the flesh. What brings you all the way out here? A little tryst on the road, is it?
Yeah, it's the lady that sung the national anthem. What is she doing out here?
Nothing so saucy. I'm afraid this cad's just my chauffeur.
Saucy.
Now please, darling, a little privacy, or I'll have to charge for an interview.
Fair enough, miss. Fair enough. Nothing you're not used to. Consider me chastened and shoed. Besides, I might have found another angle here that's just as promising.
Dude, seriously, how are you getting around? Do you have like a little vehicle somewhere? Or is that yours over there in the back behind you? Actually, it might be his. And then, was there another ship? I don't know. I gotta keep an eye on how many ships are in the scene here. Now he's just running on
You
foot.
surprised me out there, love. You bested Godot.
Look at Nuras. What the hell is he doing?
So you're not just a pretty face.
Oh, it is.
You were more help than my useless driver, at least.
It is. Okay. There are 3 ships in the area. That's their ship. We just saw his and our ship. Okay.
Look here. However talented and famed a songstress she may be, you must remember to contain yourselves.
Is she about to fucking fangirl?
Songstress? Wait, is she the same Nidia lady who sang at the opening ceremony?
You don't know who this fucking is, Stroll! I will kill you!
But That's... Oh, blast it all, I can't take it anymore.
Uh-oh.
I'd know the suspensions anywhere. You had Caden workshop on this, eh? Yes, those are quality parts and no mistake. Luis really shells out for his own.
Oh, I thought I was gonna go freak out about her. It's just their ship.
By the crown, you can't be serious! She is Juna, the kingdom's greatest singer, the dulcet diva! Oh, this is preposterous! Surely I can't be the only one starstruck?
Oh my god, she loves her.
Really? No one else wants to shake her hand? Well, then on behalf of this group, I suppose it falls to me.
Oh my god, Hulkenberg, you're a little goober, aren't you? Oh my god. This is fun. I'm seeing a side of Hulkenberg I wasn't expecting. She's been like super serious like this whole game. Now she's like fucking fangirling. Oh my god, this is hilarious.
You're an interesting little ensemble.
Get over there, Hulkenberg.
Wait, is that a fairy? A real living one? Where did you...
Don't worry about it.
Hey, up there!
Whoa. Whose ship is that? Looks like he can just fly. Oh, is that Luis?
An airborne gauntlet runner. He's actually finished it.
Damn. His stars look like shit. Oh, it sure is.
Luis.
The man in the flesh. This guy is like chest plate. Looks like he's got like a giant box on his chest. The way, like, from certain angles, it really makes it look like this huge, like, three-dimensional thing, but it's relatively flat.
My lord, Luis. How kind to provide a personal escort.
He's like, bitch, who the fuck are you?
So that's it. I thought it was strange that a candidate like Gladel got stuck playing someone's driver.
But she was still the Sanctist's pick for the opening ceremonies? Guess even Forden's camp has to bend to popular opinion.
My humblest apologies, my Lord Luis, for this travesty, especially when you had graced me with the privilege of bearing the lovely Lady Juna.
Glad to see Lady Juna's safe, at least.
Who's the shithead? Short Parapus. Guy's got a battle axe.
I could have crushed that churchman like a bug, and I would have if these insolent fools hadn't.
I'm sure. Sorry, don't much care.
It would seem you had to clean up my associate's mess.
Oh, funny. It was actually the first time we were seeing Luis's face portrait. I mean, we've seen him talk a bunch of times, but they all been like major cutscenes, so we haven't actually seen his portrait. He's so gorgeous.
I'd like to express my gratitude, but if I might ask, who are you?
Just a dude. I'm a candidate. We're your supporters. Take a wild guess.
I'm just another candidate.
Indeed. Then we are both striving for the throne. One would think you commoners, but for the Lady Knight at your side. And you have a gauntlet runner. Most curious. What made you decide to enter the competition? Looks like he's more interested than we anticipated. This might be our chance, so choose your words wisely, okay?
Ooh. He's asking why I became a candidate. How should I respond? To become king. To help save the prince. To help you, Count Luis. Damn. Can I really say this? Wouldn't this just fuck everything up? And almost like, I feel like this too. I wonder how much these really have. Like, I feel like there's no way the game could let me royally fuck it over, right? I feel like there's no way. But just in case. To help you, Count Luis.
I want to help you, Count Luis.
Oh? You fight in my name, do you?
Really now? So you thought you'd step in for a little self-promotion?
We want to help anyone in need. That's what we believe in. Anyone. Most interesting. However, my immediate needs are met in terms of sword hands.
Oh, come now. Don't they have a certain charisma to them?
Why? I dare say I saw them use magic without igniters.
Please, I know we can help you. We want nothing more than to see your vision realized, Lord Luis.
Oh man, it's gotta hurt Stroll to say that shit.
You do know what that vision's built on, don't you? If you would claim yourself my ally, then prove your power before all the kingdom's eyes.
Wait, you want to kick your ass?
You can't change the world without power, after all. If you can manage that, I'll consider your proposal.
No, he's saying the bounty thing we're about to do, right? Yeah.
See you, loves.
Don't think this changes anything. Come on, Hector.
Dude, I helped you, dickhead.
It soars like a damn bird.
Right then, that could have gone worse. We were lucky we managed to connect with Luis this early.
No thanks to that Gladel. Even should we be accepted, he'll be no ally of ours.
Well, at the very least, Luis knows our faces. All we have to do now is avoid screwing it up.
He wants to see our power, does he? Then let's find Heisme, bring him to justice, and show the nation we're a force to be reckoned with.
Hell yeah.
As the chirping birds return to their nests and the darkness
Cool.
claims its dominion,
This is neat, man.
the gauntlet runner at last
I'm liking these like cutscenes we're getting in between. I was kind of where there'd be like a lot of downtime or something, you know?
between the trees, just the leaves being caressed by the wind. Or are they the whispers of the beguiling beings of the dark? The party never has to find out, for they are safe within the gauntlet runner.
Ah! Oh, damn it, blast!
Did you hear that?
Ah, looks like someone else is using the bathroom.
It's over. The end of the road. So ends the life of the genius engineer.
Yeah, sorry, I used all the TP. My bad. I don't know why, for some reason I have a really bad shit. It's almost like someone else in another universe with my name also had huge shits. And it's infecting me.
How was that the conclusion you came to?
I don't know. I think I've been reading too many books. My imagination is getting a little out of hand.
Let's say we go check on him. Hey! Nurse, you okay?
Oh, you two. Terribly sorry. It's nothing, really.
I don't think it is.
It doesn't sound like nothing.
Ah, no hiding it from you, is there? No, it's just the old runner. She runs like a dream, you see, but I wanted to make her peerless. An absolute beauty, you know, top of her class. Something that would make even old Luis's runner look like a bally apple cart. I'd not be floundering so much if I just had a bit of spark.
A spark?
Yes, my girl. A spark of inspiration. A moment of epiphany, like when I saw the lost relic.
Lost relic? Doesn't ring a bell.
Ah, yes, context. They say that long, long ago, there was a civilization so highly advanced it was beyond all modern understanding. Automation ruled the day. People lived surrounded by machinery with no need to work. Legend has it that they lived lives of convenience and comfort.
I wonder if this is going to be tied to like Moore's Utopia in some way. So it sounds again a bit like potentially like real life. Granted, his utopia is also not exactly entirely based on real life either. It is also very utopic.
But somehow that civilization just up and disappeared. God only knows what happened to them.
Sounds kind of far-fetched already.
Hear me out, would you? The point is, once in a stretch, you hear about someone unearthing relics from those days of yore. Absolutely inscrutable to the layman, don't you know? but those in the know would recognize such a prize at a single glance.
Have we seen one? Who'd you hear this from?
Who'd you hear this from?
Heard it, lad. I've seen it with my own eyes. You see, there was this old inventor in the neighborhood where I grew up, quite sharp, but a bit balmy. That old fellow only showed me his find once, but even seeing it lit a fire in me, like being struck by lightning. After that, it was like a boiling pot. Ideas rising to the surface. And my tinkering always came out marvelous, some proper court engineer-worthy genius. Something about it utterly captured my imagination. The lost relic, I mean.
Wow. You could try getting him to show you again.
If only I could. That old fellow went back to his own hometown. That single solitary glimpse of the past was all I had. The old goat. He told me he'd leave me the relic in his will.
Okay, so where's this guy's hometown?
Oh, some tiny hamlet somewhere on the outskirts of Martira. A village by the name of Camiro or some such.
I should look into Camaro when we get to Martira.
This one's important.
An old inventor Nurus once knew is living in Camaro, a village near Martira. He may be able to tell us more about the relic he once showed Nurus. Okay, Heroes Incense, okay. Interesting. We left Nurus, who dissolved into doom and gloom again, and head towards our narrow sleeping quarters in the Gauntlet Runner.
Time marches on.
Oh,
and the age
I guess that spent my night then.
So, we'll arrive in Martira this evening, then. Good. Soon we'll be liberated from this blasted shaking.
Liberated? I do believe I take offense to that. Fairy Girl's right, you know. A carrot should never keep up this pace. Or could never keep up this pace. Some gratitude would be appreciated.
Apologies. I am grateful. Just hard to show while on the verge of losing your lunch. That, and I pray we can avoid further hindrances like yesterday's.
Isn't that...
Once we arrive in town, we're supposed to be with Barden, right? I'm sure sights will be distracting. So keep the man waiting.
Departing the capital and barreling southward, the party's gauntlet runner at last arrives in the old castle town, Martira, where their client Barden awaits. The towering
Actually, there wasn't nearly as much downtime on this trip as it appeared we would have.
The only question now is whether or not this gambit was the right move.
Whoa. Cool. Welcome to Bloodborne Village.
'Tis far more desolate a place than I'd heard.
Yeah, very stark difference in color palette, too.
Not many people out. It's like everyone's afraid of something.
Ah, you're here! I've been hoping you'd show up soon.
I know it's been a while, but we pledged to help you. We'll not go back on our word.
Glad to hear it. I'm sure Lady Joanna will also be pleased. Oh, your pardon. Lady Joanna rules this city. She is also a most holy sanctuaress of the Sanctus Church. She lives there, in Criganti Castle.
I take it the locals are hoping for His Eminence Forden to win the tournament?
Aye, naturally. No sane and righteous man would want Luis on the throne. Speaking of, I heard there was a scuffle on the road between two candidates gauntlet runners. The criers say Forden's ally suffered the worst of it.
Ah, well, that's Luis's camp for you. I assume it was them, I mean, some nasty characters at his heel, eh?
Luis is a tyrant. All fights have casualties. It's not my business.
It's really none of my business.
Ah. Aye. Best not to get distracted by this tattle when you've got a mission to attend to. Admirably practical.
Got quite a positive outlook, doesn't he?
Captain, are you sure we can trust these strangers? These bounty boarders are always in it just for the money.
Looks like his officer's not on our side just yet.
Dinna be rude, Morris.
Dinny.
They've come a long way for our sakes. Now, I'm sure you must be knackered from the journey. Let me show you to an inn. You can try our local speciality, perhaps.
Ah, You've a local delicacy. It would be a welcome treat.
You chaps go on. The old girl needs a bit of maintenance after carrying us so far.
Can't that wait until you've eaten?
Too much at stake, lad. Go on, don't worry, and I'll sort her out. Might well fix the bally waterworks while I'm at it.
Come, everyone.
It's crazy, man.
This way.
Me type think.
Is this some kind of smoked dish?
What is that?
Roasted larvae of the giant sandworm. It's Martira's culinary speciality.
I guess it's meat. Worm meat.
Cooked to a delicate finish, just enough to preserve all the natural juices and flavors of the innards.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good. Larval innards.
The way she said that.
Tis a unique texture, to be sure, but the taste is divine. Exquisite.
Happy Hulkenberg eating. I feel like Hulkenberg kind of just like, she's a bit of a foodie, isn't she? She just kind of eats any and everything and loves everything. Her little happy eat face is so funny.
You're completely serious, aren't you?
Something the matter? Do try some of your own before it gets cold.
Looks great. Looks great. I'm not sure about this.
Looks great.
What is with that smile? Not you two.
Just go with it. Just go with it, Stroll. We're in Rome, right? Come on, man. Those flavors are bursting my mouth. It's surprisingly tasty.
You fairly eat with gusto, young man. Passion worthy of a royal candidate.
Yeah.
How was it? Sometimes the insides can twitch a bit, but it's harmless, I assure you.
They can twitch a bit. Dude, stop. Stop talking about it. Just stop. Ugh.
Would that I had time to try more of your dishes, but to business. Can you fill us in on the details of all these kidnappings?
Aye. Our wee ones have been going missing for at least 6 months. All told, we're looking at 15 children now unaccounted for.
Jesus. It's kind of
Do you
fucked
think
up.
this Heismay is your culprit?
I'm told he's a disgraced knight with nowhere else to turn. We've no proof, but the pieces fit. Seems to me that with nothing else to lose, he's gone rogue.
For a man who claimed a knight's honor to stoop to such horrors. 'Tis unacceptable.
I mean, what's he doing
We
with
must
them
end
now?
this quickly, for our sake and his own.
15 kids? Is he fucking eating them? Is he selling them off? Is he starting an orphanage? Or, I mean, a daycare? Like, what's going on?
If I recall the brief, it'll be quite a feat to even get near this Heismay. His hideout was in the midst of the sandworm's territory, yes?
Aye, well remembered. He certainly isn't going to make this easy for us.
Oh.
So, is Heismay's hideout way out here? Looks pretty far from Martira. Here's where we are now.
Okay. Whose ship is that? Oh, that's cool. You can see where the rivals' gauntlet runners are.
Let's see here.
That's rival gauntlet runner.
Okay, thank you. That is rival gauntlet runner. Yes, but whose exactly?
Let's see.
Now that you mention it, I have to wonder how he can even survive out there.
Eating the kids.
We've been chasing any lead we have, but we can't figure it all out. We're in over our heads.
We'll save town together. We'll get the job done. Just have our reward ready.
Let's work together to save this town.
We're awful grateful to have you. And don't worry, we'll pay you what you're due. After all, nobody else in the royal capital would give it a second glance.
We help anyone in need. That's why we've come this far.
Inspiring words, young man. Now, I hope you're not full yet. We've a whole spread of other dishes for you.
Stroll's face.
Now this is the pride of the town. A fine sweetmeat made from the juvenile sandworm's entrails. You'll find this tastes as sweet as any dessert.
What is up with your fucking sandworm and entrails, bro?
Together. I'm sure we can find a way to the stronghold without falling prey to those worms. Now, please, dig in.
Stick your whole fucking face in there. Oh yeah, that sludge sound.
Tis altogether different from the roast. Why, tis succulent as a mellow fruit. Another marvel.
Fucking Holgerberg didn't give a shit about anything.
You must have gotten used to eating anything you had to out in the wild, eh?
I'll schedule a meeting with the Honourable Lady Joanna tomorrow. Please, rest your weary heads for today.
If they aren't here to con a free meal out of us, that is.
Now, let's go.
Stroll's like, you can have my portion. I'm good.
It's been a while.
So reverses has such a spacious bed.
Exactly.
Going to meet the lady of the town first thing in the morning, so get your beauty sleep, okay?
Ooh, different locale. Different color palette and everything. Neat. This is cool, man. I think this actually might have been my favorite episode so far. Because I'm really getting to the meat of what this game is, you know? And how different it actually is from Persona. And that's got me excited. That was actually really cool. I was actually kind of like, okay, so we're just gonna be like, you know, hopping between activities on the way there, but we actually had having a lot of main story events and stuff happen. That was really actually interesting. Not to mention getting to know and meet all the other people involved in this tournament for the throne, which is cool. Yeah, like it's all starting to come together now. It's really got me excited to see where things go from here. It's funny though how this game does sort of continue the Atlus trend where it's like, it takes like 6 to 8 hours before you get to like the real game, essentially, for the game to open up to a point where then suddenly it's like, oh shit, right? You start to see the possibilities. I wonder if all the people that got shown there at the start in that cutscene were going to show up, like that one hippie dude, if they're all gonna play some important role to the story, or at least be someone we encounter along the way. It's funny though, all good things considered, it really wasn't actually that many different candidates, right? Like, it initially seemed like a lot, but I think it was only like maybe like 7 or 8, unless, I don't know, he read off some names and it like didn't show them all. I don't know. Maybe there's more that they didn't show. They just only showed the significant ones. But either way, very exciting. I think this shit's got me the most excited, I think, since starting the game, honestly. But anyway, guys, I hope you all enjoy this episode. If you did, please leave a like and a favorite, and subscribe if you're not already become a picky penguin or the SLP, where the days are always sunny and the vids are always funny. And as always, guys, till next time, stay classy.